Phor blames his friends for his show getting canceled. Danielle has a whole anxiety attack, and 9 Mag and Loyal Inc. finally face off. The review is up next.
You're tuned in to AFTERBUZZ TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Chi-town.
Hey.
Shout out to Phor. Yes. Oh, one time for Phor. We love Phor. We love you, Phor. If anybody's wondering, that's Phor's single Chi-town. Sure, you can download it on all platforms. What's up, everybody? We are your Black Ink Crew Chicago AfterBuzz review panel. I'm your girl Carmen, and I'm here with my lovely co-host.
Sorry. Hey guys, I'm Nakia Monet, and I'm excited because we're all here today.
Yes.
I know, I'm excited too. Everybody's back. What's up, guys? I'm El Marie.
And I'm Drew.
And like I said, we are your Black Ink Crew Chicago AfterBuzz review panel. We are here to talk about this very interesting episode that just went down.
Wowzer.
Finally, we're getting somewhere, everybody.
Yes.
Today we are going to talk about Jen, DDT, and Van off the ropes. We're going to talk about Ryan finally getting confronted. You know? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about Donna and Ashley being on the good foot.
Aww.
And, you know, poor Danielle's losing it.
Oh, poor thing.
Poor thing.
You know, I also heard of some crazy, juicy stuff happened in the news, did it?
Man, I mean, we got a lot of news and gossip. You guys know I'm always on their social media stalking them. So
Yes.
I got some stories. I got some, what are those called on their IG stories? I mean, the captions.
Oh,
Yes.
And so they were all live when the episode was happening last week. So I'll fill you guys in on what's happening with
Oh, honey, I know
Loyal Inc.
I know it is a shed full of shade.
Honey.
What did you guys think about today's episode, though?
It frustrated me more than anything because there was an opportunity for all this to get squashed and it wasn't. And I was just like, this was such a everything, like everyone was being vulnerable and coming together, and it was so frustrating.
Too much
how it ended.
Too much pride in the room.
It was, but you know production wasn't going to let that happen.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
we need more TV.
Right.
The drama has to
Like,
continue.
if y'all make up, what we gonna film?
But Drew's right, I was a little frustrated. It was fun. The episode was funny. It was sad at the beginning. It went through a lot of emotions, and it was like a little roller coaster because it was sad, frustrating, funny, romantic. So because every time Phor and Ryan's here, when we talk to Dawn, I'm always like, will we ever see you guys together? So even though it wasn't the happiest times, I'm happy that we got to see the OGs kind of back together.
Yeah.
I think it's the beginning. I think it's the beginning of them falling
It's
back
gonna
in
happen.
line.
It's
gonna happen.
It has to
I don't
happen.
care what you say, Ryan, and I know you listening and watching.
And watching. It's going to happen.
Hi,
But they
Ryan.
all genuinely
And
love
throwing
each
shade.
other. So it's going to
do.
happen. It has to happen.
Well, let's get into where all of this drama is stemming from this week. So last week, Phor jets out to Jamaica with his very best friend and their close friends to do a show with London on the Track, and all hell breaks out. It's like a tornado, hurricane, storm comes through the street. Junior's punching everybody except Lily and
Oh
the
boy,
girl,
is so
Maurice.
little too.
He's so tiny.
He looks like when my nephew throws a fit.
Do y'all think, because of editing, whatever, but do you guys think that he really put his hands on Lily and Reese? I don't know if y'all talked about this last week. Sure, y'all guys.
I think that's we were trying to figure out because we had Charmaine in the building, and Charmaine says that she watched it very closely. She thought the word on the street was that he put his hands on her, but she said after reviewing the footage, there was no sign of him putting his hands on her.
And
so we
Junior,
don't really know. But I feel like knowing Junior, I feel like he definitely gave like a Super Saiyan shove.
Yeah, he definitely pushed her, but I think it was like after the fact.
But I don't know
it
if
looks
he
like he
punched
slowed
her.
down the video, and he has it on his Instagram page, and it looks like his girl, once again, like his girl punched Reese. But he was they were literally standing kind of like right by each other. So if you get hit and you look up, that's the first person you see.
Right.
You're going to think like that's the person that hit you. And then after that, you address it. He did shove her. Now, he did do that.
He did shove her. I
But
don't
he
think
didn't punch her.
Because even after when I was watching their stories when they were live in Jamaica and Lily's nails are all off and she's like, oh, I can't believe he put his hands on me. But I'm like, I think her nails are off. I don't want to speak for her.
Because when you throw a
because they were
punch,
fighting
it
with
breaks
his
your
girlfriend.
nails.
Yeah. They were fighting pretty hard, but I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't see him punching her, but I did see him shoving her.
No, first of all,
I don't know if they're just doing this for a storyline.
The way editing showed everything, I don't know what happened there, but the way it looks, allegedly, Lily runs up, on the crew. And she starts swinging. She throws a drink and she starts the fight. And then conveniently blames Junior for the drama. Junior, why would you do this to me?
Right.
Junior, blah, blah, blah.
She's always pointing the finger.
Run up. Don't run up.
You run up on me, it's a problem.
First of all, you know that Junior is a live wire, too.
Yeah.
And his girl, obviously, she said she's from the South Side or whatever, right? Wherever she from, and she's street or whatever, and she fights. So it don't run up on me and my man and expect, even if my man, I know this gonna sound real trifling, I'm just gonna have the unpopular opinion. If a girl runs up on me, swinging, trying to hurt me with a bottle in her hand, you better shove her ass, shove her out of here, get her out of my face.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Don't hit her, don't beat her up, but break it up. Get between us.
Yeah.
Make sure that she is a good distance away from me. Don't stand like, no, stop.
Yeah.
I will say,
break it up.
News and gossip, I'm going to talk about it a little bit more, but I was on his girlfriend's Adriana's pages, and according to her, I think this stems from beef back then. So according to her, I think she feels like Lily kind of stalks their relationship. So she brings that up a little bit, and I'll bring it up a little bit more. So I think a lot of this stems from that. But I just feel like, yes, Junior was taunting, and that's super annoying. But if we can't be big boys and girls and let the other side talk about you and laugh
and walk
at them,
away.
and talk about how corny they are, you can't walk away. That's why I know it had nothing to do with him taunting and everything to do with her. I think
How she feels about the whole situation and his relationship.
Yeah, when she said, Junior, how could you do this to me? I think she meant, how could you bring this girl to Jamaica?
Exactly.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot deeper rooted than just like him saying, "Oh, screw 9 Mag." It was like he's being his insult wasn't even good. Like it was just annoying.
I want to know what his problem is with 9 Mag.
Loyal Inc.
I mean, his problem is with Loyal Inc.
Because Ryan, he don't have a problem.
Really,
He's just a wave rider.
Yeah.
Like,
that what
no
it is?
offense,
Yeah.
but like he's gonna look at the two options. Which one's gonna get him the bigger check, and he's gonna be loyal to that.
Because remember when they were beefing, where it was Ryan and it was Ryan against everybody in the shop. Junior took Ryan's side, and remember, Junior had just came in, and everybody was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, this is the man that brought me in. I got his back. I'm gonna always have his back." So I don't think Junior has a particular beef with anybody at Loyal Inc. except for Lily. I just think if his man Ryan ain't riding with him, he ain't riding with him.
I think he probably gassing it.
Yeah, alcohol played a big part that night.
Yeah.
He was lit.
He was lit.
The fact that he punched security, I was like, Lord.
And made us like a punch Ryan. He was just windmilling, like, you can get it, you can get it, you can
Dawn
get it.
had to put him in the headlock.
Dawn's like, calm your
I
ass
was
down.
just confused why this little man had like 5 security guards on him. Like I was like, if one of y'all don't flick him and just call it a night.
But he probably strong, though.
Probably strong. That liquid courage.
Because he was pushing the security off, and they had to like 5 of them had to hold. Dawn
He couldn't feel
is
anything
like
when you,
500 pounds and had to
you that
show
lit,
him.
you don't feel anything.
You
really,
don't.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like he was just going crazy.
Well, needless to say, this whole brawl causes Phor to lose his opportunity.
Oh.
And he's really upset, and he blames his friends like it's y'all fault. Like, come on, y'all need to get this together. And then in steps Dawn.
Dad. I mean,
Dawn, not Dad. I know you want to say Daddy, but it's Dawn.
I was going to say. I forgot we were,
right.
You know, sometimes you think of things in your head. Forgot that we were live right now, okay?
Put it in chat.
No, I'm kidding. But, so, it's hard for Phor, and I get it's hard for anyone to be in the middle of a conflict because you have 2 groups, and these are people that you love dearly, and you started with these people. You have Ryan, who's your best friend, and then you have your brother on the other side with your man Van and Charmaine, and like your people, so it's tough. Phor did just walk out of the shop, and it was really weird, and you know, even though the whole Jamaica trip was a little weird, but Phor's right. Like, we can't be adults to just be like, yo. And that's why I kind of wish they didn't kick Junior off, because Junior and Lily and Adriana, they all needed to hear everything that was being said. I know. And it sucks that it's always like Dawn or like even Van now that has to be like, guys, come on, let's chill out.
Exactly.
We're in Jamaica.
But you know, it's a problem when the people that are normally the hotheads have to calm everyone down.
Exactly.
Like, you need to get it together.
You know it's the problem. Especially Van. You know, Van always mad.
So how'd y'all react? What was your reaction when you heard Dawn suggest to Ryan, like hit Ryan up, like, look, man, let's sit down and talk?
I was like,
I was happy, yeah.
I just want them to be reunited.
I mean, obviously we know where they are right now with everything, but it still was like I wanted to see at least people, because people, like, everyone's hurt.
Yeah.
No matter how they're acting, they're all hurt by what happened. And I just wanted to see at least the healing process start. And so I thought it was really dope of Dawn to, like, go and do it. And it was dope of Ryan to be like, yeah, like, I'll sit down.
Because I was even shocked that he said, all right. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is big steps. For Ryan to be like, okay, cool, let's just, because you're right. I think they all want this to end. It's like we don't have to be best friends. And yes, Van's not gonna walk Rachel down the aisle for Ryan's wedding.
I think Ryan.
But I would love for them to be like, when we see each other, we respect each other, and it's cordial, and let's just keep it moving.
I think Ryan wanted the opportunity to say, like, y'all hurt my feelings too. Like, I think that's what it was. Like, y'all hurt my feelings. Like, and I can't believe that y'all didn't understand that I was choosing my family. But we'll get back into that a little bit later, because I also want to talk about, okay, he accepts his, invitation to dinner, but before they can get to dinner, Jen pops up. Literally. But let's not talk about that yet. Let's pay a little bills and get a little information from the network before we go into Jen.
Hey, AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing, YouTube will suggest content that is tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those annoying notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for the channel, and check out other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of talk.
Thank you so much, Drew. You always sound so lovely when you
Right. Thank you.
Love it. So, Jen is having Jen. Oh, they have a name. Jan.
Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
And Dashley. That's
Dashley.
Or Ashton. Ashton
Ashton is the baby.
Ashley and Jan.
Oh.
So let's talk about Jan. So Jen pops up. She's feeling guilty. And I think she knows that her guy's in Jamaica and there might be tits around.
Living his best life.
And she's like, I'm living my best life. He ain't going back and forth with you, Jenny. So he got girls sitting on his neck, tits on his head. He doing the most. And Jen flies in to surprise him, to only find him in the pool with several tits.
Yes. Boobies on
and
your
booty
neck.
cheeks. And so she DDTs him off the ropes.
That was the best thing I've ever
classic.
seen.
And then Van getting out of, he got out that water so fast.
First of all, he did the crab flip so quick and got her up off
Reese's
face.
Yeah. Priceless.
She was like, I'm about to get my ass beat for
and
the
you
second
see like
day in a row.
Charmaine creeping out. But the best thing is, because I'm like, from 0 to Jen, how crazy are we to show up if your ex is, say he's in Jamaica, right? You pop up, like, are you popping up and are you jumping in the pool?
If production paying for
all
it,
your clothes, with all your clothes on.
Dove into that.
She jumped and then jumped down. Like she jumped
Right,
and
it was
her
like,
feet out.
Can I say Jen has the best sayings? Because with their first fight, she had the saying, and this one she's like, "Oh, you think you're living your best life without me?" And then jumps in the pool. We love you, Jen.
You can live it, but not without me.
right.
We love
What's
Jen.
she doing?
She's everything.
So last episode, there was some suggestions, because I know we always talk about we wonder how it works. And everybody kind of admitted that they have a little fun. Do y'all remember when that came out? We never addressed that.
Like three's their favorite number
Like
fun?
three's company.
Come and knock at the door.
Come and knock at the door. Been waiting for you.
Waiting for you.
Wow.
Even Ashley.
And
because-
Dawn?
Even Ashley and Dawn.
I'm asking for a friend.
You know.
They co-signed or they agreed they do that too.
Yeah, they kind of was like, we gonna have some fun.
Everybody having fun.
Because
All right.
they were flirting with somebody and they was like, if you come, Reese was like, Dawn was like, if you come in our room, Reese, it's gonna be a problem.
I'd be mad as hell if Reese gets to be in on that.
Ashley was like, Dawn, you gonna have to wait while I deal with Reese.
I would be
So
upset.
Ashley is about that. Ashley is about that life.
When did this happen?
If it's Reese,
They were talking last week. It happened really quickly. Yes, you got to go back and watch it.
I
So
was
like,
saying, all
okay.
the couples do like to have a good time, and I like that they're very open. And because you got the Jans and you got the Dashleys and Phor and Nicki, they've been pretty open.
Yes.
Rachel and Ryan aren't, but I know a Gemini and Sag when I see one, and they're probably low key because I'm a Sag, and I know a Gemini where we're private, but we're just as open as probably the Dashleys and the. So I just think all the couples on the show like to have a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
I think that's the best route with them anyway. Like, he need to start letting her pick the girl and everything.
Yeah.
Just so I think if they do that and he knows that he has a thing with monogamy, that
Just be polyamorous.
that y'all should be polyamorous, but she should be put Ashley in control. Put her in a position of power to where she doesn't feel excluded, and then your life will probably be a lot more smoother. Right?
Living your best.
Because I thought you guys were talking about Jen and Van doing that, and I was like, I don't know, because Jen seems like she's out here, so I don't know if that's going to work with them. Because if Van is getting his with Jen, she's going to eventually want hers too.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. Jen apologizes for slightly getting hers behind Van's back. Now I don't know how far it went, but she just admitted to behavior that could appear to be disrespectful if it's observed.
I will say that's big of her though, because that's
is
tough to like come, even if production is paying for you, come and you sit down with your man and you're like, you know what? My bad for you or your friend to even have to give you a call and say what I was doing was wrong. That's big girl of her, and that's the only thing I know. We always ask for this crew, like, let's just be grown ups and just move on.
It's nothing wrong with maturely taking the L and saying, you know what, this time I'll take the L. I don't have to fight to be right, because then at least then when you're serious about being right, that you're taking serious. You're not just crying wolf.
Shout out to you, Jen.
Yeah, so shout out to Jen for being a mature woman, for facing the fear, for being transparent with her man. That's a good example for her to set for people in relationships. Like, transparency wins. If you're just honest, you don't have to keep telling lies that one day you'll eventually forget one. You know what I'm saying? So
That part.
speaking of couples, he accepts her apology. So he knows that's his soulmate.
Come on,
they go together like frickin' frack. I love them.
Beautiful.
Speaking of couples getting along, Donna and Ashley are on the good foot, y'all.
Honey.
First of all, I didn't know Ashley's body was that bomb.
Right?
First she pulled them curves out. I said, okay, I see what's going on, Dawn.
Ashley better come through in that bathing suit.
Right? Come through, hips and thighs.
First of all, everyone on that show, the men are all good looking. The women are all good looking.
It's a
and all have
beautiful
amazing
cast.
bodies. Ashley looked amazing in her bathing suit, and I was like, Dawn, you better pick Ashley up with that one hand.
First of all, that's scoop.
That was a manly, I'm a man.
Can we have a moment of silence for that scoop?
For Dawn scooping Ashley up with one hand and putting her on the swing.
Yes.
It's beautiful, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
In the water, it just all came back to me. The water was green, honey. The swing was swinging. They was getting close. I said, okay. And I love where they are now, because Dawn was like, forget the lies. I'm going to tell you the truth. You know, and he even brings up the pregnancy. And Ashley brings up the pregnancy, and he's like, well, the girl isn't pregnant. According to his interview with us, he said that she's purchased a belly, tried to purchase a belly, and tried to go through.
She looked
a whole bunch
crazy.
of,
I
despise her character.
Page, and she's a little different, and she's right.
She's touched.
She's touched. The elevator doesn't leave the lobby. It stays on the first floor. But on her page, she is married with kids, and you know they both did something. They both took the L. And he's trying to make up for it.
How you
So
married and you doing all that?
So was she pregnant or not? She was pregnant.
I think so. From her page and the research that I did, she had a baby with her husband.
Okay.
But I think this situation, I don't think she was really pregnant. Because I remember when the show first started back, like the beginning of 2018, she had given birth, and I remember I was on her page like, wait, is it? And I think it was by her husband. And then he was right, because I see she was out, she was clubbing, she was partying.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, sis, come on.
So those two pregnancies weren't at the same, like,
No,
they
I
the
don't think
fact
so.
that they're filming now, like this all is kind of happening within the recent months. So yeah, she already, so if she already had the baby, then
right, I don't think.
So that was probably her after baby like bump that she had.
Yo, weirdo.
You're crazy. No,
something.
but shout out to Dawn, because even though everything that Dawn has done or he does, he's smooth. And
I'm telling y'all, it's been calculated.
Listen,
he had me going through it.
Baby.
I would have fell for it. I've been like, you right.
Listen, it's been Dawn has been calculated since the moment that he told Ashley when she moved away, and then he said he needed his space and got quiet. All of that was calculation. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He's smooth, man.
It's irresistible.
Right,
that
we
game
did
he's
say
playing is
Dawn's
irresistible.
a good dude. Dawn's
He
a good
is.
dude. He just has to work on himself and monogamy-wise and relationship-wise. But he's a good dude, and he knows what he wants. And I love to see him on the beach with Ashley and giving her flowers. Because remember the trip, they had a fight in the beginning of the trip. So I like to see them in this peaceful
I was like,
space.
And I hope with Ashley going to Texas for that little bit of time will show him like, okay, eventually, like, I will leave you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because then because with Dawn, I think it was I knew it.
For those who are listening, of course, the one and only Ryan just walked in. We knew.
What up, man?
Right? Don't be acting like you don't want to be coming up in here with us.
Like you don't love us.
Making us worry like you didn't want to hang out with us.
You still love us.
I just want to throw out, I've only known for one season, therefore.
Thank you, Steven. So those who are listening and who cannot physically see, Ryan from 9 Mag, Black Ink Chicago just walked in.
Popped
Our
up on
favorite
us again.
person.
Yeah, right.
You cannot stand us, Ryan.
It ain't that. It's just, you know,
What is it?
it happens.
You looking extra Chico today.
I had this on yesterday.
It's okay. You still look good.
Thank you.
What's up, Brian?
What y'all talking about? I ain't get to see the episode.
All right, where we at right now?
This episode is Jamaica Part 2, where
True.
Phor blames all of you guys for missing his show. Dawn suggests the dinner. You say okay.
I don't think he said my name.
He said
Phor?
everybody.
He said everybody.
Pertaining to both sides, the lawyer.
Okay, everybody except for Ryan.
No, I ain't saying. I'm just saying.
Right. But
Pertaining
the
to
way
both
the
sides.
show, they put in the show, Lily goes blame Junior and Phor goes everybody.
So what I'm saying is that, you know, when you have Junior on my side being an antagonist or protagonist the way he is, he represents that side of 9 Mag.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do you think Junior is so upset with Loyal Inc? Because he seems to have like a strong vendetta against Loyal Inc.
I think y'all have to look at it in the sense of more past Junior being upset with Loyal Inc. and the fact that Junior has an ongoing beef between him, his girl, and Lily.
That's what we were talking about. I feel like it's more outside and personal between their relationship.
Well, I think even on the episodes, I think it even shows that I even tell Junior, like, don't get into that, because whatever you feel about you and Lily's situation, when you say forget all of them, then it makes all of them feel a way about it. Or even if you're saying forget them on behalf of what you and Lily got going on, it still makes it seem like we're against them now.
Right.
So you think it's more him taking out his feelings with what happened between him and Lily?
Well, I mean, I think if you were following it, they were having a bunch of like internet interactions and stuff, you know, between Junior saying something, his girl saying something, Lily saying something. So all of that concluded to F Loyal Inc. You know what I mean? When it's really about y'all personally. Right? Because Junior ain't got no problem with nobody else really over there. You know what I mean? But it's like, if that's what you represent, you know what I mean? You can't say, hey, man, I got this problem with you. He going to be like, no, man, forget whatever game you in. You know, so.
It's like I get it. I get it. So my next question is, last week we saw you get a little upset on the bus. Like you had like a little, you was upset a little bit. You expressed your feelings. Like, where do you think those
I ain't
feelings
watched
came
none of
from?
these. Like, I be seeing it through the.
None of y'all watch.
I just ain't got.
Well, let me put it like this. How did you feel when you came to Jamaica and you saw all the Loyal Inc. there?
Well, given television, it's in the sense of the way it's supposed to go, the way that it was is that, hey, me and Phor were in LA, we did some big stuff, cool. And then from there, London invited us to go to Jamaica so he can do a show, right?
Right.
Okay, that's how it comes off. From that, hey, I called my lady, tell her, come down to Jamaica. Phor called his girl, tell her come to Jamaica. Tell Junior, hey, man, you got your girl, just come down to Jamaica. We're going to support Phor.
Right.
That's what that was. I think from that, Phor told Don, or did he tell Don? Who did he tell that he was going to Jamaica?
It was like everybody. He was on FaceTime with like the crew, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Loyal Inc. decided to surprise him.
Yeah.
They came to surprise
Yeah.
Phor and support as well.
And support.
Right.
So at that point, I don't think you ever saw me flare from that, like, oh, what they doing here is just like, all right,
no.
we're going to do us.
Right,
We do
okay.
us, they do them.
Right.
You know,
so did you feel like did you in your heart did you feel like, oh shit, we might fight, or did you actually see the dinner happening? Like, did you foretell that dinner?
I didn't see no dinner happen. I just see it from my standpoint of like, hey, man, we going to be us over here, they going to be them over there. Like, when they pulled up, we was on one big street, but we was on this side, they was on that side. So it's like, hey, they can party over there. I don't hate nobody over there.
Right.
Shit, nobody over there hate me. We just not cool. You know, so from that, it's like, hey, party over there, that's cool. But in the same sense, I'm telling everybody on my side, hey, don't do nothing to provoke them. When you
Right.
see Junior pouring out that beer and saying F them, they might have cut out my mic, but you can hear me telling him
Yeah,
again,
no, you
hey,
heard
man,
it.
stop that, don't do that.
No,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you can still hear it.
But you also can't say nothing against him saying that, because he been going through this thing with him and his girl
Right,
and Lily
like-
back and forth. So that's just what he feeling at that point.
Right.
And everybody been drinking. So
Okay,
Yeah,
here's a
that's
tough
it.
question.
Yes.
Here's a tough question.
for me, there is no tough question.
Did did Junior throw any punches at Reese or Lily?
I didn't see Junior throwing anything. People still feel that they saw that, but I don't see that. You know, I didn't see it. And the biggest thing that y'all have to see is, like, I don't care if a woman throws a punch at a guy. There is no man to woman punch is thrown.
No, right.
You know, nobody condones that. We don't condone it. So when production and the network and security feels that he has to be removed from that, then that's what they're going to do.
Right.
You know, because it's not a fact of, if I say, hey, that girl hit me, they're going to be like, suck it up. But if the woman says, hey, he hit me, even if nobody saw it, you have to take action.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't see her get hit. You know what I mean? I saw Adriana hitting her. But if she claims that, she can't run. Y'all can't run to security as women and say, hey, he hit me, and they be like, well, we ain't see it. It's like, all right, we got to take action from it. You know what I mean? So I never saw it. But when people on that side claimed it, you know, we got to take action from it. So, you know.
I feel you.
So also on this episode, because I know you guys weren't watching this episode. On this episode, we do see Dawn approach.
I get to see it through Twitter. Like if I ain't around on TV, you can just see what people
comments.
saying on the hashtag or whatever. You know what I mean? I can't even look at the comments. You can just see what if I want to watch it, I'd have to watch it through Twitter. You see what people are saying every second on the hashtag.
Because they be
Twitter,
ready.
so.
They be ready. Like
they gonna say whatever. Man.
they be ready. But
You stay ready too, though. You
Right,
be
you ready.
You know, I've
Clapbacks.
been chilling for the past couple of weeks, just knowing that, like, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no reason why, if we, and this is not to say, oh, you know what you signed up for, you put it on TV. That's not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to be viewed and seen as this for whatever, you know, comes out. But we are on television. You know, we are in this. There are millions of people around who support and feel a way about it. They live vicariously through this, and they're going to have an opinion about that. You can't feel bad or feel a way about what somebody says from this free app in their phone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I've been saying.
We live in a whole different world to where it's like even certain things, like I will say something back, I clap back because I know I can take what's in those comments and then say something back to you.
And it's interesting. The fans like it.
Yeah.
It's like a story. Because, it's the story.
But you know what? It's because like I'll do it with the notion of knowing what's going to go on. You can say whatever to me from whatever, you know, you sitting in the suburbs of Idaho, you know, nobody even know where you at.
Right.
You saying whatever you say to me. But
Exactly.
if I say something back to you that's hurtful to you, because I just ate what you took.
Right.
I mean, I ate what you said, and then now I say something back to you, and you can't take it like that. You don't normally have people coming at you like that. And then the fans comment on it like that. And you sitting at home where I can't even touch, I don't even know where you at. Now your feelings hurt.
Right.
And that's why I said back, it's like, you were bold enough to come and say that. Let me play with you a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
It ain't about my
feel
feelings.
you.
Hers like, nah, I'm gonna hurt your feelings wherever you at.
Let you know how it feels.
I be in your comments. They be coming hard. I'm like, geez.
But even still, that's like, I got so much business, so many other things going. It's like, I don't even want that no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't like being disrespectful to nobody. I would never be disrespectful to nobody firsthand, and then I'll do it in reply in a funny manner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes it's just like, all right, you are completely watching that shit upside down from inside the closet. Let me tell you what that was. You know what I mean? So
Right. Shout out to everybody listening to us on iTunes right now. If you're tuning in, make sure you give us five stars and give us comments and feedback on the interview. We got Ryan, who popped up on us in the studio answering questions, about to drop some exclusives on us. Speaking of interesting come-ups, we got to see you tattoo Nicki Minaj last week. Before we get into the main topic of the evening, tell us about that experience.
yeah, I mean, shit.
We said she called you because you fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we know that you get tattooed. It was a joke.
No, it was, you know, shout out to Nicki, #1 album in the world right now. You know, was 85 countries a day ago. Now it's #1 in the world. Yeah, that was trying to get away from all of the stuff that people see. Oh, they doing this and they doing that. It's like, you know, I started this because I wanted people to see, you know, a different side of artists and me and this and that, stuff like that. So when it starts going so far left, look at how my last season last year got so far left that none of that became about tattooing. You know what I mean?
Right.
In my first season, it was 10 episodes, and they showed me do at least 8 by myself, and every other artist at least 6. You know what I mean? By the time it got to season 3, I did 1 tattoo last year because they got so caught up in the drama.
The
of it.
drama.
So it's
we
like,
want to see more tattoos.
We
but
used to say that.
Yeah, we
So-
we love you guys' work. You guys' work is phenomenal.
it's just that when they get caught so much in it, it's like, all right, let me try to throw, because I'm tattooing all the time. I'll throw tattoos back into it, but it's like, all right, if y'all not gonna respect that, then I give you something else to dick rat. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's like,
exactly.
this will show you that, you know, I hate how I've never exploited my celebrity clientele on the television show. From that, it's like, all right, y'all talking shit. Y'all doing this, y'all saying all that. Let me show you what Ryan really do.
Right.
And this is nothing. This ain't the network. This ain't this.
Right.
This
Yeah.
was a session that I had from somebody who, fucked with my work that I admire and that I admire my work also. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, we let them bring cameras in to see that.
Right.
None of that was about drama. It was nothing about that. And you know, I seen they had tried to focus in on one part where she asked where Shorty was at, and I'm just like, come on.
Yeah, I gagged, Ryan.
No, because people so many people started going like, yeah, that's what she really wanted. That's what she want.
Nah.
Did you hear her new
That was
album?
good
She does
drama,
have a
though.
song called LLC, and I thought of you guys when I first heard it. I was like, okay, Nicki.
She should have songs called business license, city license, state license.
Okay.
All right.
Health board.
Exactly.
Get it all checked out. But no, we really do appreciate that. But back to this episode.
Yes.
In this episode, Don, one of our favorites, he approaches you after Phor says, you guys ruined my show. I can now no longer perform. Don says to you, hey, bro, how about we just do a dinner? This side and this side, we all come together and we just sit down and we talk.
Right.
And on the show, they show you say, all right, cool.
Which I was so happy to see.
We were.
Absolutely. I'm about to set up this live on y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Your fans are vicious. I
Why
don't know.
you setting up the live? Did you watch the review last week? Did you see Charmaine's apology to you?
Nah, I ain't seen none of
I
that.
want you to watch it.
I talked to
she
Charmaine. Y'all got a lot coming this season.
Ooh.
Oh, do we? Because I was just about to say, I want y'all to get back together. You know, y'all friendship. I want y'all to get that
I
back.
said this to Don. I said this to you. I said this to
Who wanted
Phor.
to see it right here?
Even though y'all all may not get together, we need like you and Charmaine.
No,
We
y'all
need
are gonna
something.
get together. I'm
Yes,
gonna
we need that.
save it for predictions. But like Kiki was just Nakia, I'm sorry, was just
I'll take Kiki.
suggesting that you guys agreed
I'm about to do
to
it
sit
live.
down and have this dinner meeting with your old crew. What was the anxiety like approaching this like meeting? Was it like, were you ready to really put it all on the table, or
You know what? Y'all got such a mild version of what really happened. That was like a 4-hour dinner
wow?
of straight talking. You know what I mean? It was like 4 hours.
So
of
tell
all of
us
that
what
stuff.
happened. Tell us what happened.
Well, you know what? If I would have gone with my first mind, it would have been exactly what I said. It's like, nah, I'm not sitting down with them. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting down with them. I don't need to. I don't want to. You know what I mean? And as far as it's come for the things that I was hearing and how it was going, you know what I mean? Even if you were keeping up with the season, it's like I would see some of the stuff that was coming out of there, like, you know, fuck Ryan and this, that, and all that stuff like that. But I didn't say anything. You know what I mean? And I didn't say anything on purpose because it's like, why? Why would I have to say it? At this point, now it's about proving. You know what I mean? So if y'all gonna do that, and I left to be over here, I gotta prove it. You know what I mean? It's not going over here arrogantly. It's like, hey, I gotta go over here and start from scratch, and it's tough, but let me prove it. But also, y'all over there, y'all gotta prove that over there. So I'm not finna talk and, oh man, fuck y'all. Like, no, I'm not finna say that. So with that mindset, it's like, all right, no, I don't want to go sit down with these people at dinner. But it's like, all right, it's not beyond me to sit with these people and say, hey, let me know what you feel. I'm going to receive what you feel, and then I will reciprocate that energy and let you know what I feel also.
Well, let me tell you how it was painted, how we saw it. It shows that you come to dinner, and a lot of people are talking about issues that don't really
I saw a little
don't
bit
really
of it.
have a lot to do with you, and you were kind of like, okay, well, when we gonna get to like
Well, no, because
the
a big
main topic?
portion of that first hour was about Junior. And
But
I'm
we
like,
got it. We were like,
Yeah.
okay, when are they gonna actually get to it? Like that's how we felt. Like, okay, it's about Junior, but Junior's not here to defend
Yeah.
himself.
Right.
We get it.
But also, you're not responsible for Junior's actions.
Right.
And it was
Exactly.
weird that they were
You know what I
like
mean?
blaming you for that.
exactly.
No, they got the going. They got the hitting hard. Like, how you let him hit girls and you support women beating and all this stuff. You go with your sister. And I'm like,
we like what?
see, a lot of them shots y'all be
VH1
seeing, it be
they
like,
show that.
a lot of them shots be like, damn, for real.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
wow.
So
I just felt like at that dinner, this what I wanted from everybody. I didn't even want y'all to even hash on the past. I wanted y'all to just sit at that table and say, look, we don't have to be friends, but let's just respect each other.
Right.
You say, I'm sorry for however
Right.
you guys feel if I offended you. They say, you know what? We're sorry for everything we did in the past. We shake and we move on. That's what, as a fan, that's what I wanted.
But the editing,
the way the editing made it seem
it seem like, okay, they expressed themselves to you that their feelings were hurt too. You expressed that your feelings were hurt and that you chose your family. And that if you guys as friends and a crew can't understand why I chose to repair my family, and you had a health issue last season, so it's like, if you can't understand why I'm choosing my health and my family over this bullshit, then y'all are tripping, like, right? But then they this
That's
is
a
how
VH1
this is how
is
right.
together.
Give me the VH1 cut. So then they come back and they say, well, you know, Ryan, you hurt our feelings too, because we feel like the drama kind of started with, not with us, not with all of this
You
other
from
stuff,
Baltimore?
but with, I am, too.
Cute.
Every time it gives me away. But, Yeah, basically, they're like, well, you hurt our feelings too. Can we just get an apology or some acknowledgement? And then they cut to a fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, y'all know what show y'all watching. So,
That's what I was like, why you say that?
Is that really how you feel?
It's not far from the truth, but I did offer them. I think they said one part that I saw in the clip, it was like, hey, man, I'm not beyond sitting here and hearing y'all out and then saying why I was wrong yet. You know what I mean? But I don't have to, like, owe you something. Like, I don't owe you shit. Okay. You know what I mean? And that's only because, like I said, we got to talking about the real. And then at that point, people wasn't even like, it was just, I'm sitting there like, man, who the fuck am I talking to? You know what I mean? Because I still see people talk about the things at the level of television right now. You know what I mean? And right now, through the whole season, it's only to blame me still on two things. Either, well, you should have never left like that and did this to the shop and left them and they had no money or nowhere to work. It's either that or it's, well, you should have never started none of this because you should have never fucked with Cat. You know what I mean? So that's what the only two things on. It's like, damn, y'all still reaching back for that because you can only see shit at your level. You know what I mean? Now, at that point, it's like, it's real to that. And y'all will never get that. You know what I mean? But that's just how you got to take. I just want people to take it for what it is. You got to remember if I messed up, like, I don't care if none of the shit with, Cat was true or exaggerated or anything like that. If I messed up at all to any level with my woman, you know what I mean? I have to own that, which I did. I don't know if people miss these episodes where I'm like, hey, sorry, this, that, and other. You know what I mean? I've had to own that and then try to rectify that.
See, I thought everything was cool at the last vacation house that the whole non-mag was at together before y'all split.
That shit got crazy. That was
That was cool.
That was a 4-hour conversation.
I thought that you addressed Kat directly and said, listen, we just can't, which I totally understood. At this point, you threw me under the bus. I have issues now with my family.
No, not even under the bus.
Okay, I'm not not even gonna say that, but
I think people feel aware about, like, I don't blame any of that shit on her.
No.
You know?
Okay, let me take that back.
Because it's like all I see is like, oh man, you just mad you got caught up with that. It's like, no, I should have never said hi to that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I should have never put myself in that position. So okay, I fucked up. When I get home, hey man, I would normally be like, hey, if she needs space, let me give her some space. I'm gonna give her some space. No. I have to face that shit head on, take whatever she got to say. If she got to argue, swing on me, do whatever, but I'm not running from her. I'll be at home and take everything on that she has because that's how we're going to get past this.
Right.
So with that, I hit my people and tell them, hey, man, I hit Van and Phor. I say, hey, I don't want y'all feeling like I'm abandoning y'all, but I got to be away from this right now. I need to be at home and take care of some shit that I fucked up. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm leaving y'all or turning my back on y'all, but I got to be at home and I'm not finna be up there.
So that happened.
You know, I mean, that happened. But the way y'all saw it was, oh, man, Ryan, we ain't heard from Ryan. He just never came back to the shop.
Yeah, because I thought that everything was squad.
Well, that justifies them bringing her back. Like, because she lives in L.A., then it justifies, like, well, Ryan ain't be here, so she come work in here. It's like, no, I told y'all, I'm coming back. It's just right now I can't do shit. When y'all make the decision to be like, now fuck that, she can work in here whenever she want to. But I'm not saying fuck her for life and no shit like that. Just right now, while we have a conflict, she can't come in work in here, but she gonna be uncomfortable. I'm gonna be uncomfortable.
And see, that's the
thing. Please don't do that. And when y'all say, no, fuck that, she can work in here, be whatever she wants to do that. Okay, then. You know what? Y'all supposed to, I told you I'm fucked up.
Right.
And I fucked up, and I need to get this right. And y'all still saying, fuck me, no, she come over here whenever she want. I'm not saying she can't come down a year later or maybe, but when you say right now, yeah, she can still do that anyway, even if you fucked up. Yeah, what kind of friend is you?
Those are the things we don't know, like you texting Phor and then, off camera to let them know what it is, because we look at it like, well, dag, Ryan, you did kind of just up and just take everything from them. And even if you feel like that's what you had to do, you know how they feel about it. Can you just say, like, well, maybe I moved in a wrong way? You know what I mean? But then, like we said, you just said you told Van and Phor. So when people are watching, we don't know that part of it. So people do look at it like, well, why can't you just say you moved
like I said, I'm not trying to go past it, be like, oh, well, what really happened? What really happened? It's not that. It's like, I would hope people would see. I hope people would see this. Like, hey, man, even if they don't show me hitting them up, it's like, hey, I fucked up. So I'm at home trying to win my woman back over because I fucked up. I'm not gonna come right to work right now. Yeah, you know what I mean. But that don't mean have somebody who was in this fuck up in my shit. I'm in this motherfucker every day. I'm in this shit every day. I work in here. We sleep in here sometimes. This is my home. If she moved away to L.A. and just choose to come back right now, she don't have more say-so over me and us. And y'all supposed to be my people to hold me down through that. And if you say, fuck me, she could just go and do it, then, like, I thought you see, I'm telling you, hey, man, I'm fucked up right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to go home and make this work. Y'all hold me down.
When they showed that FU clip, like, you being like, man, fuck y'all.
Well, I mean, it was said.
No, but listen. I took it like, you showed, that was you. You're a tough guy. Like, you have a wall up. And you're strong. You always present your strength first. So I feel like that was you saying, man, y'all really hurt my feelings. But I feel like it was the beginning of y'all healing. I feel like you got that fuck you out, and now y'all can be like, all right, man, now let's talk for real.
No, I mean,
do you feel like there's a chance for y'all to reconcile?
Like the whole crew.
Before we go into predictions, do you feel like it's a chance for y'all to reconcile?
No, because like it's past that shit. Like the first time y'all had Charmaine here when she was sitting here with my nigga Nicki and all that stuff. Yeah. Like she was going on into that whole, people get into this whole, let's tell the truth. We on TV. I ain't got to tell y'all all the truth. Y'all see it as it is, man. It's production. We got paid. All that whole, Ryan shut up the shop shit. Ryan did all this shit like that. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like, for one, I'm not locked up behind that shit, you know what I mean? Which means it wasn't proven that I did anything. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, that we still going, and as a friend or whatever you are, to whoever that is, if you will partake in saying on camera, on TV or whatever, yeah, Ryan did this, Ryan did that, I ain't fucking with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, the way I move, and like I said, everybody don't move like me. The way I move is, let that happen to somebody else. Let them have been like, oh man, Phor, shut up this shop. So we gonna cancel the show unless you talk about it on camera. Goodbye. Cancel. Because I'm not, like, that's just not how I'm built. You know what I mean? Like, and some people be like, well, I ain't fucking up my opportunity. I ain't doing this. And people have said this before. But you know what? That opportunity is not worth my integrity of, let me take him away from his family. Let me help spread this about him for whatever it is. You know what I mean? That's just not me. And if some people comfortable with it, that's cool. But I just can't fuck with you.
Well, what Charmaine said was that she was speaking on an entirely different subject about just violence in Chicago. And somehow it was edited once the story aired on TV. They put out their story and rewrote it to make her look like she was suggesting something about you, but she
that's later, and that's later when later when we were here in LA, and it was like, the news article. I never said. And that's
when you were here. Remember, you were like, don't even tag me in Charmaine's picture. I remember you was like, I don't even want to be tagged in this shit. But when we saw the episode with the article and we thought that she was running her mouth to the paper, we were like, I totally understand where Ryan is coming from.
Well, no, see, that's the thing. It ain't about running your mouth to the paper. It's like, hey, man, if we on the show and we doing whatever, now say if I did do this heinous act and I might have went crazy, I fucked up or something like that, you as my friend, you gonna feed into that shit and help put it out to the world.
I feel you.
That's what you gonna do. And if you saying is, well, my career's on the line, I'm this and I'm that, your career and whatever you got going, your opportunity.
You felt like she sold out a little bit.
It ain't just her. You know what I mean? It's just, but to her, it's just she had to protect her career and what her situation was. And to me, I tell her, man, kiss my ass, cancel the show, because I ain't saying shit about him. You know what I mean? When it came to, like, me and Don got into it because he felt like me and Don got into it because he felt like, man, y'all be up there laughing and talk about me and my situation with my wife. I said, Don, you gotta realize, in the beginning, it wasn't even no big thing in season 1 with you and Charmaine. And then after that, how I knew it affected you and your wife, I have never, in not one episode from season 2, 3, or 4, said anything about him and his wife or that situation. When they like, hey man, so what you think about this? What is that? Man, I ain't got nothing to say about them. Because I won't go against that shit. If that means the show is canceled or this shit like that, I can't walk the same fucking streets that I've been in Chicago if I'm a fucking snitch or a motherfucker who will sell my people out for this shit.
I feel you.
So I'm sorry, I can't do it. So when you ask me, can I continue with people? It ain't about, I forgive you. I would hope you forgive me, but that don't mean I forget, and that don't mean I gotta fuck with you.
again. That's true. She made a good point when she was like, I kind of felt it when she was like, I did Donna and Ashley dirty.
Yeah,
she was like, they forgave me.
Yeah.
She was like, can you find it in our heart to forgive you? I'm going to keep my fingers crossed.
Me too. Because I'm like, I feel like Phor right now, because it's like on both sides. Because Charmaine will come and I'm like, okay, I can kind of see where you coming from in that. And then we hear your side and it's like, well, damn, I see where you coming from too.
Well, so like I said, I would think about it in this sense. And I'm sitting here with all women.
We got to make it quick.
And Make it quick.
Yeah.
All right. In the sense of Charmaine saying that, saying all the shit she been saying, doing all that stuff like that, that's her reacting as a female. I mean, if she wouldn't cut my tires and shit like that, I'd be like, damn, okay.
Right.
If you my mans and you do this same shit, then it's maybe probably a little bit easier for me to forgive Charmaine than it is to move on with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what if I can come back? Like I don't hate Charmaine. We might not be the best of friends again, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, are you asking, are you Charmaine and Van? Charmaine and Van, two totally different people. So we might not never be back together again up under that.
I feel
So
you.
we
Sometimes
know
you gotta
that-
love people from a distance.
True.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So we know that you guys are still filming, which I think is amazing.
No, we
man.
done with season
Oh, you guys
four.
are done with season 4,
Yeah.
but there is a season 5 coming, correct? And there's a lot. Is there anything that you can tell us before we go? Because I know there's a lot of juice, a lot of craziness happening.
I mean, shit.
A little exclusive, Ryan.
Hey, it don't do shit but get better from here on out. Like, it was a slow process leading up to this now.
Yeah.
Now from here on out.
It gets
I mean,
realer.
shit.
It gets realer than this. Like
What?
I can't even.
I mean, I hope everybody survives. Shit. See how it is.
Well,
We had
can't wait.
a few. Danielle had a panic attack this episode.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had panic attacks last season, and I know we're gonna have more coming up. We always appreciate you.
Yes.
We love you guys. I know that you guys all feel some different types of way, but we love when you guys come in and kick it with us and.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on y'all ass later for talking that shit about 2 weeks ago. Don't have nobody who ain't on my show up here talking shit about my show. I'll
We
just
gonna
don't
talk
rap
about
that.
it.
Ryan's
talk
claiming
about
he's okay. We're gonna talk about it.
Shit.
I'm lost, y'all.
Everybody
All
is
right, y'all.
welcome. We love everybody. We love you.
Yes.
You know we family.
Oh, I get. Oh,
Yes.
I'm so late.
We
Yeah.
love you, Ryan. The
Y'all
fans
better
love
stop
you.
it.
Shout out
Right.
to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks so much for coming, y'all. And until next time, I'm your girl, Carmen, and you can catch me on Instagram at king_karma_.
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
And you guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at elmarie.tv.
And you guys can find me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
And until next time, we'll see y'all.
Bye.
Yeah.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.